my channel. Today I wanted to break down forearm stand. It's been a requested video. I've been sharing my progress on Instagram of how I've progressed in forearm stand, and a couple of people asked me for some tips. So these are my tips. The first thing I would say is that it took me a year to kind of get this pose, from starting to work on the pose to being able to hold the pose for a few breaths. So persistence and practice is key above anything else, so just bear that in mind. If you're currently rocking a headstand, you're feeling quite confident in there, core is strong, then now is the time that you can probably progress towards forearm stand. So here are a few little tips that I've learned over my own progress, and hopefully they'll help you. So first things first, warm up, most important. Legs need to be warm, hip flexors need to be warm, hamstrings, very important for that extension up towards the sky. And also the core as well. So low lunge is a great one for opening up the hip flexors, engaging the thighs and lengthening through the spine. So no compression in that low back. Nice long spine, crown of the head towards the sky. Another great one, pretty simple, is half splits. So just bringing the toes towards the sky. You'll feel the stretch down through that front leg. Long spine once again, and just coming down to wherever feels comfortable. You'll feel the stretch, you'll know your edge, so just breathe into it. Another great one for warming up the core is of course forearm plank and your dolphin pose. So walking the feet up towards your arms as close as possible, hips nice and high towards the sky, gaze forward. So often in class when I teach this one, I find a lot of people's gaze naturally goes backwards, and I like to say if your gaze is going backwards, that's the direction you're going to go. So if you gaze backwards, then naturally your centre of gravity is going to go forwards and you're going to fall over. So make sure that you keep the gaze forwards. I like to gaze towards my fingertips, try and keep the gaze there. And I start to open up the chest as well as a little bit, because I'm working towards scorpion. So opening up the chest, gaze forwards, really pushing into the forearms, engaging the shoulder girdle, and keeping that focus forward definitely helps. So arm placement. Grab behind, the same as you would when you're setting up for a bound headstand. You grab for opposite elbows with opposite hands and just be able to kind of grab around with the fingertips. So they're a nice comfortable shoulder distance apart. And then bring the hands down in front of you. Now I've been taught a couple of different ways, so it's just working out what you find works best for you. So some people say to keep their forearms parallel, kind of with the long edge of your mat. Personally, I don't find that works for me. I've got metal plates in my right arm, and I find that that is, you know, a bit too much kind of pressure on the arm, so I have to protect it. So I find sometimes that hands together, fingertips spread, plugging the fingertips into the earth, sometimes that helps. And more often than not nowadays, I am working with my hands together, so palms together, really pushing into them. By doing that, I engage the shoulders and the upper arms. So once you're here, once you're happy with where your arms are, think about pushing into the earth, into the forearms, think about pushing into the earth with the forearms. Come up, think about stacking hips over shoulders, engaging the core, so belly button is coming back towards the spine, knitting the rib cage together. Gaze forwards. When you're ready, begin to walk the toes forwards as far as you'll go. You'll feel the stretch in the hamstrings, and maybe start to lift one leg up towards the sky, maybe start to lift the other leg up towards the sky. So once you've got the hang of that and you want to give yourself little baby hops, you'll find that one side is easier than the other. That's perfectly natural, that's perfectly normal. So just honour the differences in your body, but make sure to work that side that doesn't feel so good, which is always the hardest part, is working the side that doesn't feel so good. So make sure you work both sides equally, even if one is just a complete disaster. Just keep at it. So when you're ready, lift one leg up towards the sky, and think about little baby hops, little floating hops. Maybe it'll stick, maybe it won't. Just bear with it. Practice, practice, come down for a rest, or whenever you need. And when you're ready, gently come down, take a child's pose. So there you have it. I hope those little tips helped. Like I said at the beginning of the video, practice, practice, practice is the key to any kind of inversion. I think is just practice. And your whole yoga practice as a whole is great for any progression. I found that I've got stronger just from even simple yoga flows daily. And then because your whole body is gaining strength and gaining flexibility, you're then able to progress in those more advanced poses. Please like, subscribe and comment below if you've got any queries, any questions, if you've got any requests for any future videos. I'd love to hear from you, so let me know. If you're working on forearm stand at the moment, I'd love it if you would tag me in a photo or a tweet and just let me know what your progress is, how your progress is doing. And if you know anyone who might benefit from this video who's working on forearm stand, then please feel free to share this video with them as well. Thanks guys, bye!